The film opens with Soin, a 39-year-old woman, dropping off her daughter Easy and her daughter's friends at her ex-husband Daniel K.'s home. The group is headed to a concert featuring a popular band. Upon arrival, it's evident from Soin's demeanor that she still harbors feelings for Daniel, recalling the deep love they once shared. Their relationship ended painfully after Daniel's affair with his secretary Eva. Daniel, sensing Soin's discomfort, proposes that she move in with him, and Eva, an idea Soin firmly rejects before leaving. Later, as Soin prepares for a camping trip, Daniel unexpectedly arrives with Easy and her friends. He apologizes, explaining that work commitments prevent him from taking the girls to the concert. Reluctantly, Soin cancels her plans and takes them herself, choosing to stay nearby to supervise, aware of their careless behavior. While avoiding the loud music, Soin strikes up a conversation with a fan of the band. She asks which band member the fan prefers but admits she knows nothing about the music group. She's there solely to watch over her daughter. Later on, Soin unintentionally walks into a trailer belonging to Da, a young man who turns out to be one of the band members. She doesn't recognize him or realize he's a well-known singer. Da surprises her by revealing he's actually the lead vocalist. Embarrassed, Soin apologizes, but Da encourages her to stay and chat. As the band gets ready to meet fans before the show, Easy asks her mom to come along. Soin hesitates, feeling out of place among the excited young fans. During the meet and greet, Da greets Easy and subtly hints that Soin is older. This catches Easy off guard, as her mother looks youthful and doesn't come across as someone with a teenage daughter. That night, the concert kicks off, drawing a massive audience. The band is one of the most popular in the U.S. After their performance, Da thanks the crowd and dedicates a song to someone special. Soin quickly realizes the song is meant for her, especially as Da locks eyes with her from the stage. But she turns away, choosing to ignore his attention. To her, the idea of being with someone younger feels unrealistic. On her 40th birthday, Soin celebrates with her friends, who ask how she feels about reaching this milestone. She admits it feels odd having become a mother young. She finds it hard to grasp how fast time has flown. Still, she is thankful for the beautiful moments life has given her. In the following days, she tries dating 3 different men but finds none of them truly right for her. The next day, at the antique and art gallery where she works, Soin is surprised by a visit from Da. He says he's looking for artwork for his new home and asks for her guidance in picking out antiques. As Soin shows him around, Da seems genuinely impressed. To her astonishment, he decides to buy every piece in the gallery. Concerned, Soin tells him not to treat the paintings carelessly just because he can afford them. Da assures her he's not being reckless. He finds the artwork stunning and wants to purchase even more. At that moment, Soin begins to understand that Da's real motive is getting closer to her. Soin suggests visiting the warehouse to show Da more antiques, but photographers are gathered outside the gallery, snapping pictures of him. To avoid attention, Da proposes they take his car. Soin agrees and they head to the warehouse, where Da is captivated by the artwork. Curious about one painting, he asks Soin its meaning. She explains it symbolizes human identity, impressing Da especially when he learns she holds a PhD in visual arts. Their conversation turns to Da's background. He shares that he's originally from England and moved to the U.S. to pursue music with his band. He then admits that what draws him to Soin is her unique character, so unlike the women who admire him just for fame. This honesty makes Soin uncomfortable, and she quickly shifts the topic. Later, she offers to drive him back to his hotel. On the way, she invites him for lunch at her place since Easy isn't home. Over the meal, Da gently asks about her past relationships. Soin opens up. At 18, she fell for a man named Daniel. They married, had Easy, and shared happy years. But over time, she sensed Daniel growing distant. Eventually, he admitted he'd fallen for his secretary, Eva, and cheated. Heartbroken, Soin ended the marriage immediately. Da is moved by Soin's honesty and tells her not all men are alike. He urges her to open her heart again, calling her a kind and beautiful woman. Sitting at the piano, he plays a gentle melody that deeply touches Soin. As he edges closer, the moment becomes tender until Soin snaps out of it. She pulls away, insisting it's wrong because of their age difference. She asks him to leave, needing space. Respectfully, De leaves. That night, Soin receives a message from him. He's heading to New York for the weekend and shares his hotel details, inviting her to come. She doesn't respond but later watches clips of him performing. As she watches, she realizes she's fallen for him. Unable to ignore her feelings, she decides to go to New York. When she arrives at the hotel, De welcomes her with a warm smile, and they share a heartfelt embrace. The next morning, Soin wakes up glowing with joy, telling De it was the best night of her life. He responds that he feels even happier. He invites her to join him on his upcoming European tour, but Soin hesitates, afraid of how the public might judge their relationship. De gently reassures her, saying he'll introduce her as his new manager. Only close friends will know the truth. Soothed by his plan, Soin agrees. They begin traveling through Europe, and Soin feels deeply fulfilled. In Paris, while enjoying a quiet moment together, they're unknowingly photographed. The following day, at a gathering in a grand house with the band and their girlfriends, Soin starts feeling out of place. She's noticeably older than the others, who are all in their 20s. Though she tries to stay composed, a band member jokes about De dating an older woman. Hurt, Soin quietly withdraws to a room to compose herself. De finds her and, to her shock, says he's decided to end things not because he doesn't love her, but because he believes their relationship was doomed from the start. He fears the world will never accept them. Heartbroken, Soin breaks down. Though she still loves him, she knows their secret love story can't survive the pressure. A few days later, Soin is stunned to see photos of her and De circulating across social media. Wanting to be honest, she visits Easy at camp to explain everything. Easy is upset not just because of the secrecy, but because De happens to be her favorite singer. Soin apologizes and reveals that she ended the relationship with De 10 days ago. Easy softens, asks if her mother still has feelings for him. Soin admits she does. Encouragingly, Easy tells her to go find him, promising her full support. Soin visits De at the studio and apologizes for her previous words. She confesses she's spent time reflecting and now knows she can't live without him. De, moved by her honesty, welcomes her back into his life. A few days later, the two step out together in public for the first time. This time, Soin walks beside him without fear, ready to face the world. Daniel shows up at Soin's place, criticizing her relationship with De. He claims being with someone so young might negatively impact Easy. Frustrated, Soin snaps back, reminding him that he has no right to meddle in her life. They're no longer together. The next morning, while dropping Easy off at school, Soin notices something's wrong. Easy finally opens up, saying her classmates and teachers are mocking her because of her mom's romance with a famous singer. Friends claim Soin is using a wealthy young man, and teachers gossip that she's acting like a teenager. Overwhelmed, Easy tells her mother she wants to move in with her father to escape the stress. Back at home, Soin stumbles upon cruel online comments beneath photos of her and the accusations of being immoral and using young men for personal benefit. That evening, she meets De. He gently tells her he can't keep hurting Easy and is even ready to give up his music career to live a quiet life with her. Touched but heartbroken, Soin tells him not to abandon his dreams for her. She asks for a peaceful goodbye. De, with great reluctance, agrees. Months pass, and though Soin hasn't fully moved on from De, she feels calmer now that the public has stopped judging their relationship. One morning at the gallery, she hears an unexpected sound. Curious, she walks in and is stunned to find De standing there, smiling at her. In that moment, it's clear she still loves him and has never truly let go.